Alright, so, aha, we have Hackle Beast. Perfect. Alright, so that's my plan. That is my build order. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 2, Dewalt versus SouthPark on Blue Storm, chosen by SouthPark. So it seems that we are lag free. Oh baby, lag free. Wee. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Come on, Hackleman. 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 We require your presence. Anyway, SouthPark is going to be the orange Zerg in the top right. Dewalt, the red Protoss in the bottom left. It's calling, guys. You can hear it calling. What's up, dude?
Hello? Alright. Hopefully this one goes a little bit better.
Indeed, it seems to be working fine, so take it away.
Alright. I caught the last part of the game you just casted. And it looked like excuse me. It looked like Dewalt just really applied on the pressure, and it looked like SouthPark just kind of buckled under it. And losing 5 lurkers to Storm really didn't help.
Yeah, I think that was actually like, if even 1 or 2 of those lurkers finished, he would have not died. I mean, he would have still taken damage, but that was basically the nail in the coffin. But yeah, really cool aggressive style from Dewalt. Meanwhile, we have a 9 pool from SouthPark in this game. And looks like just a Forge FE for Dewalt. Probe's gonna get in and see this.
I've been seeing a lot of people recently, and by a lot of people I mean a lot of higher level people, not going for the Forge FE, but going for a gateway first. And I would think that a map like Blue Storm would really support it, just because Forge FE is just so hard to sim city properly on this map.
Yeah,
so
I think that's actually a good point.
I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't go for it. I think that of all maps, I think Blue Storm really lends itself to that kind of Zhongbi-esque style of going with the 3 Zealot aggression. It's a little bit sad to not see it here, because it happened a bunch of times on my stream, and it didn't quite work out each time. So I would have liked to have seen a really talented player do it on a map that it's really good for.
Now, we have a probe hidden at the top left. I have no idea what this guy's doing, but hopefully some Combat X style shenanigans coming up. But yeah, that's actually a very interesting point. And another reason I think it's so funny is because like obviously the Zhangbi style gateway expand is like a new build, like a new metagame thing. Although I don't really want to say, use the word metagame. Whereas Blue Storm is a pretty old map, so applying some of these newer concepts on this old map could be quite good, as you say.
Yeah.
But anyway. 2 cannons against Nightpool, just fine. Probably just gonna be like a Nexus, and then I guess we'll see what that hidden probe at the top left is for. It's possible that it's just for a scout later on, because against Nightpool speed, it's very easy for the Zerg to deny scouts with his speedling. So hiding a probe on the map to just scout later, just in case it's a Hydro Bust or something, is a very good move.
If it was for scouting, I would imagine he would have put it in the second corner, because the entrance to the main is hard to get into from that side. So I really do think it's some kind of proxy that he's planning, or at least the option of proxy.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. And we do have a decent number of links here at the front, 10 links, but 3 cannons have been made, so Dewalt playing very safely here, doesn't want to lose to any kind of cheese. Meanwhile, SouthPark has taken his expansion, but he is actually making a lot of lings right now, so it could be a ling bust here, actually, from SouthPark. And looks like a very nice wall, though. Wow! Oh wow, this is actually a beautiful wall. It's tight on the left, the gateway and the forge are snug, the cannon in the middle is nicely surrounded, and he's not blocking himself in, he can actually get goons out there. Wow, that's actually the perfect Blue Storm wall. But the lings are going in. The lings are going in. Chogaling! Ah! Chogalingo! Chogalingo! Ah, he's going for the bust! He's going for the bust! The cannons! No, he's going for the run by! No, the other lings are stuck! No, he builds a cannon, he blocks! Only 3 speedlings get in! Very nice defense by Dewalt.
And he's not really migrating properly. He's focusing down the Nexus, which is the worst thing you could attack in this situation. He got his links surrounded. He's going to lose them all without doing... Okay, he gets 2 of them away, but he still hasn't killed a single probe yet, other than the 2 at the front. It really... For what he's trying to do here, he's really doing nothing. It's really an unfortunate run by.
I'm wondering
I
if...
still don't know why he's focusing on the Nexus.
I don't know, if maybe he's just like... If he's scared if he moves too close to the probes, he'll get drilled, so he just wants to pull the probes off mining or something. But, I mean, the cannon's going to finish, so that's the end of that harassment. And now that probe that was hiding in the top left is moving in for a scout. It seems...
Oh.
But, oh man, he's actually going to see more links going out. It looks like SouthPark's actually committed. Wow, I think but no, SouthPark is making a third base, but he's still making a lot of links. He's only got 7 drones mining, so he's in a pretty rough spot right now.
Yeah, I don't like this decision at all, because he only managed to get 3 lings in. So he's going to need the same number of links he brought originally, and probably more now that the probes are in a better position. There's a Zealot out to get the same minimal result. Yeah, he's making the right decision by pulling back the lings now. I think it would have been a real mistake to try to go for a secondary bust.
I think whatever he does right now, he's just in a pretty terrible position. I mean, you're right. If he went
Fair
for the
enough.
bust, he would have gotten owned. If he doesn't go for the bust, he's going to get owned in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whenever Dewalt decides to go kill him. I mean, he basically did an all-in and it failed, and then he thought about following up with more all-inning, and then he realized it's not going to work, so now he's trying to transition out of it. He's got his 3 bases, but he's got, you know, very, very few drones. Dewalt's economy is just fine. He's got his cannons, he's got his zealots, he's going straight for a citadel. He's actually skipping Stargate. Now, interestingly, there's still 2 speedlings in the base, so he can still use those to scout at least. But oh no, he's just gonna suicide them. Well, that's nice.
In SouthPark's defense, getting this number of lings allows him to be pretty safe, because Protoss won't be able to get out a number of zealots to challenge that for quite some time. So it wouldn't be completely unreasonable to think that he could get this third base up and just power drone behind it to get his economy onto somewhat even footing with the Protoss here.
Yep, and it looks like SouthPark is going for lurkers here, planning his den at about halfway when the the layer's done. But I mean, the only problem with that, it's like a timing thing. It's like, okay, yeah, the Protoss, he can't move out in the next 5 minutes, but 10 minutes from now, the Zerg is screwed because he didn't have those early drones. It's very interesting how that works. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Right now, if Dewalt moves out, that'd be stupid. He'd lose all his zealots. But behind this big economy, when the big mid-game push comes, I mean, I think going for lurker is actually a very interesting choice. It's kind of like if he decides to turtle up or go for a contain or something, it's kind of like a stall tactic. It could be a good idea to help him come back. But
did you just see what I saw?
What?
I think that he just killed one of his zealots on accident.
I think you might be right, because I only see 3 zealots here, and there were 4 a second ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he was targeting down the pylon, but one of the cannons was actually targeting a zealot that was next to the pylon.
Oh man, well spotted.
Good stuff.
There's a missing zealot. Alright guys, Hacklebeast has seen the truth.
Oh man.
Rogue cannons. That's quite a sad day as Protoss when your cannons start killing your own things.
Oh.
Because I mean, especially for like someone like me, I mean, cannons are like my bread and butter.
Check out the lair.
We have a drop. SouthPark gonna try and pull a Choosy here. Perhaps his teammate Choosy has shown him how to do it. But in the meantime, he's losing all his links at the front to a DT. Oh, no, nice reaction. So,
well,
does he have an Overlord at
Bluestorm?
Oh no, he does. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Bluestorm does have the geography to make it so that it's at least feasible to do lurker drops, but he already has the cannon in his main. It just looks like he's so he just looks like he has his base laid out in such a way that the lurker drop really isn't going to be terribly effective. I don't think it's going to quite do what he needs it to do.
I mean, I'm looking around for overlords near the Protoss base, and these 2 overlords are over here are just not very close at all. So, I guess it won't
and they're
actually
not even
be
on the
slow...
right side for the drop.
Yeah, I guess it won't be a slow drop. He'll actually just get speed as well and go for a a normal drop. Meanwhile, the DT that went out did kill 4 drones and get taken out, but looks like Dewalt is just moving out a bit. Perhaps to looks like he's gonna go take a 30 standing out of probe right now. So gonna take a relatively quick third base here at the minute only. I think that's absolutely fine. But there are 3 lurkers already on the over here, and looks like getting some nice shots off on these zealots. Is there any robo? Actually, oh my god! Dewalt taking so much damage from that lurker. I think that's gonna have to put his expansion ideas on hold. There is a robot, but there's no observatory just yet. He is getting a Dragoon range, but for the time being, SouthPark gonna keep Dewalt pinned back yet again. However, it looks like we have a hidden expansion at the 12 o'clock. Interesting.
You were absolutely right about the speed drop. Speed is about halfway done now. I'm still looking at his army composition though, and he doesn't look like he really has enough units to do a sizable drop. I'm wondering how much he's planning on bringing with him, because he only has enough units for like 3 overlords full if he put it all in.
I think what he's going to try and do is drop like 2 lurkers in each mineral line and just try and kill some probes and just just do some economic damage. Because yeah, you're right. He doesn't really have any kind of serious army to deal with the Protoss. So he's just going to try and do probably multiple drops all over the place with lurkers and stuff, and just be annoying and harass. Which is that's exactly a perfectly good way to come back in a game. But what is this? We have 2 DTs behind the mineral only of SouthPark. Let's see what shenanigans they're going to get up to. There is an Overlord and a Sunken and a Lurker there. But, oh no, are they actually going to run into the main? They're actually going to run into the main. Now the Speed Overlord is finished. And, oh man, the DTs are actually going to see the load up. I think they saw the load up, so he actually knows that SouthPark has dropped. But can he get into the main? It's going to be close. 1 DT goes down. The second DT is going to run in there, but it's the Overlord is in hot pursuit. I'm getting spammed by Mr. Blue League from Fish. I don't know what that is. The DT is just going to get... Oh, only 1 kill.
It was a very nice reaction, especially using... especially with the drones. They really trapped the DT and prevented it from doing any damage at all. I'm not sure that he did see the load up though, because I was clicking around after you said that and I didn't see any of the Overlord. Oh, I found the Overlord that was loaded. Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, that might have been out of range.
I think
I'm not sure. It's close.
The interesting thing is, I actually didn't see the load up. I heard it, so it's possible that Dewalt might have just heard it as well. That little schloopy sound that the Overlord makes when it sucks up its units. But anyway, we do actually have a sizable drop moving down towards the 6 o'clock. He's going to drop in the main. So even though, as we said, his army is not particularly big, he's going to hit a nice position here on Bluestorm. Dropping into the main is extremely effective. It takes a while for the units to all pile back here. And it's just so easy to do it. And it looks like he's going in. Here we go, dropping the main. 6 Overlords.
Protoss is moving its army completely out of position. It's going to be even longer before he gets anything that can stop that many units back in time.
Oh,
this is a chance to do a lot of damage. Drops going in. He's now reacting, trying to get his units through the choke, but they're messing up because of the pathfinding issues. Of big units can't get through that little gap.
Oh god, so much damage. SouthPark abusing the map, abusing the drop, and the units still can't get back. They're running. They're trying to save the gateways, but Dewalt is losing all of his production facilities. He lost his robo, losing all his gateways, and there's still a decent number of units left. And he's going to try and snipe the Observer. Can he snipe the Observer? No, he's going after the High Templar. He snipes 3 of the High Templar. Very, very nice. And the Observer is now out of range. No, it's coming back into range, but doing so much damage to the army as well. I think that was definitely an effective drop. However, Dewalt has both the mineral only and the 12 o'clock bases up now. So he's actually on 4 bases against a 3 base Zerg, which is just ridiculous.
That's interesting to point out, because that drop came in and it only took out gateways and other tech structures. He didn't actually lose any economy because of it. So Dewalt's going to be in a position of having way too much